Hey guys. This is the Redux variant, so the performance version. Which version of LOTD it is using? No, it's V5. It's not V6 because V6 doesn't have the all of the patches I need for the list, but it should be implemented soon. Yes, Redux variant is aimed to be played at 1080p for 8 GB of VRAM. I can show you. Here I'm playing at 2K, so this is why it needs 9 GB, but at 1080p it will be 8 GB. Yes, it's KBGNB. Yeah. Basically, Redux is the same graphics than Ultra and Ultimate. The only difference is the clutter. Cities are less cluttered. The texture size, here you have a 1K texture. The loads are 2D instead of hybrid 3D models. But basically it's the same, and it's also the same combat and the same gameplay mechanics. And in this variant, I didn't enable open cities because open cities is optional too. What texture mode are you using on this mode? Is a bunch of different textures matched together. It's a mashup of different textures. And also I have, I'm gonna save first. I've for the purpose of the stream, I've enabled some stances, so you guys can see the 4 stances for swords. So I'm gonna equip one-handed sword. So this is the neutral stance. So this is the moveset you will have by default. This is the high stance. This is the mid stance. Everything is based on the fantasy combat. And this is the mid stance. It's faster, but you deal less damage. And for greatsword, I'm gonna show you too. So this is the neutral stance for greatsword. I'm gonna wait for my stamina to regen. And this is the high stance. slower, but you deal more damage. This is the mid stance. Let's just so you can see better. So this is the mid stance. Especially for defense. And this is the low stance, so faster. And but you deal less damage. I'm gonna show you what's mid stance is for defense, so it's better at blocking, damage reduction, and power attack costs. And high stance, you move faster, you deal 20% less damage, but attack stamina cost 20% less, and regeneration is 10% higher. See, it's faster, but you deal less damage. So it's up to you to deal, depending the situation, it's up to you to deal with stance to have a better situation with your against your enemy. Okay. You can still use VRAM on Redux because unfortunately there are still some 2K textures. Mostly it's 1K, but for some mods the 1K texture wasn't available. So you can still use VRAM if you want on the Redux version. How you show the wheel weapons? This? By default, it's the N key, I think, but we will have all information about the keybinds in the installer and on the website. But basically, it's the N key. You can also change if you want. Change the bind. See here, Hero Wood is less cluttered, less tree, less towns overhaul. Normally, you have something here, but it's the same graphics. And you can also see the loads are 2D though. This is obviously needed if you want to keep the 8 gigabytes VRAM milestone. Why don't you use Edge UI? Basically, I like both untarnished and Edge UI. It's just a personal preference. Both are great mods, to be honest. So can change if you want. I'm not gonna argue with personal preference. After all, it's your choice, and using untarnished UI is my choice. Yeah, Ultra is 12 gigabytes. Yeah. Of course, if you don't use OpenCities. If you use OpenCities, you will need much VRAM, more VRAM. Sorry. Basically, I'm just gonna show you. It will be better for your understanding. I hope we won't get issues with alt tabbing my. Shit. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna show you. Oh shit. Ah. Yes. Okay. Oh my god! What the yeah, okay. So you can select either Nolvus V5 or the last one, the latest one, sorry, Nolvus V6. And then basically you see here that you can choose either Ultimate, Ultra, or Redux. And even inside this, when you selected your variant, you can also select open cities or not. Though if I select Redux at 2K with SRX, it will need 12 gigabytes at 2K. If you don't choose SR exterior cities, you will see at 2K 10 gigabytes. GTX 1080 Ti, and if I select, let's say, 1080p, see, it's 8 gigabytes. So GTX 1080 or RTX 2070, and you can also click here to have a list of all supported GPUs for the selection you did. And after that, so when you select your graphics, if you choose, for instance, Ultra, you can also select the load performance. By default, Ultimate is based on ultra loads, and Redux is based on performance loads. But if you choose Ultra, you can also select the load performance you want. So you see, you will have a ton of different settings to find the right spot for your GPUs and your VRAM. And then after that, when it's selected, you can also select the different options, so nudity or not, alternate leveling, this is what I'm using. Combat fantasy, conventional, or so conventional is more like standard moveset, no flashy moveset, and fantasy is what I'm using now. The stance perk tree, if you use the stance perk tree, you will have the, of course, obviously the stance perk tree I just showed you with buffs and debuffs. And if you don't select it, you will have every stance right from the start, but without buffs and debuffs. You can also select gore option if you want. And this is the difficulty option. So the prepare today preset is the more difficult preset you can have. So with this preset, you have D-leveled enemies, an exhaustion system, the power attack are nerfed. You have also enemy resistance. Basically, it's know your enemy full suite. Boss encounter and poise system. Then you can use hack and slash. Nothing is selected, it's more easy, of course, but you can also select hack and slash and say, okay, I want hack and slash and just boss and exhaustion, for instance. So you can modulate the option, so you can really select options to suit your needs. I don't know if it's clear enough for you. Because I've got comments on the streams. Yeah, hack and slash is the moveset. No, hack and slash is not the moveset. Hack and slash is the difficulty options. And the moveset, fantasy combat or not, is here. So you can have fantasy or conventional on any variant you want. And beyond that, you can also select a specific level of difficulty. Can we modulate those options after installation? Some you can, some you can't. Because based on the selection you did, some mods will be installed and some mods won't be installed. So the save game, you won't be able to keep your save game, and of course some selection needs specific mods to be installed. So yeah, you will have to reinstall if you want to change out some options. But normally the installer will tell you the options when you select an option that you can't change after installation. Does V6 still have a graphics only option that you can build a list from? Yeah, it will be after the beta though. But I don't know if I will open all my patches to be used on a public mod list. I think the graphics only option will be only used if you want to keep if you want to make your own list, your own personal list. Because I don't think I will open all the patches I've done. It's so much work to make a public list. With the Ultima drama, I don't think I will do this. Hi Vector, I got a web question. I've got a self-made collection of SKYRIM and Vortex, but this time I will go for multiple SKYRIM collection for Wabajack this time. Works on. What do you mean by that? Using my graphic only options? Show us some cities. Yeah, it's what I'm gonna do right now. So you can already see that it's less cluttered, no trees. You can marry Serena, please. Obsession with Serena. I mean, I can use Vortex Wabajack collection on the same time, or does Vortex fuck with Wabajack install? I'm not a specialist with Vortex, I never used it. And Wabajack is the same, I'm not a specialist. I create my own application just to avoid Wabajack, so... Yeah, it's a... Without trees, it looks actually good. Yeah, it's just a personal preference. Personally, I prefer so much tree, a lot of clutters, a lot of cities overall, but it's a personal choice. In Redux, the Tundra is really the Tundra, no trees added. Whiterun is less overhauled, you will see. I just kept some few things, but basically it's what you will have. It's pretty much the same that you have in low rim and normal version. No trees. Tundra without trees, except of course the trees added by the game itself. But it's still beautiful, I would say.
By Izmir, it's true.
So you see, you will don't focus only on ultimate version with SRX or the Open Cities option. Don't focus only on that. You have plenty of different options in Nolvus for every GPUs. Yeah, okay, of course, Ultimate is really good, it looks good, but yeah, it's not for everyone and not for every GPUs, of course. And see, in this in the stream I disabled Open Cities. Whiterun is still cool, but no trees, not so much clutters than in the Ultimate variant.
Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ultimate Storm.
Fresh baked loaves, still warm from the oven.
Someone's been pilfering.
I've locked my FPS to 60.
I find out it's one of your kin. I'll see the culprit rot in prison.
So you see, it's less cluttered. Some will like, some won't. It's completely personal preference. Is upscaling an option with FSR 3.0? Yeah, you can use upscaling if you want. Personally, I use lossless scaling. It's more simple. You just launch the app, you click on a button, and you go back to SKYRIM, and it's that, so you don't need to have something integrated inside MU2. FPS is 60. Of course I have a 3090. But the FPS I locked the FPS in the ENV for a more consistent stream. Does the ultimate version have GK Skyrim? Some. Basically, I added GK Skyrim, but I've removed a lot of towns, and I just kept Falkreath and Mortal. And what's the difference between? What's the difference between conventional and fantasy? Fantasy is more flashy animation, so more JRPG style, and conventional is more low friendly, I would say. That's the question you should ask. Northern Road is not in for the cities. Can we now compete for God? When V6 is dropping, will drop soon.
Want to hear a little? Huh?
I'm gonna take a follower now, just to. Yeah, I have a 4090. Yeah. And here in the stream I don't use laser scaling because it's not necessary for the Redux version and my CPU. My GPU, sorry.
Need a ride?
I'd like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
I'm gonna take Remiel. Some Markarth.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
What's the difference between conventional and fantasy? I just told you. I just explained. Fantasy combat is more JRPG way of fighting, so more stylish moveset, and conventional is low friendly moveset.
Ever been to Markarth? Some say it was.
Can you make a test with different cards or make? I don't have different cards. I just have a 3090. I guess the white run stutters will never be fixed. There is no stutter, Jude. If you saw stutters in the stream now, maybe it's on your side, because I can guarantee you I don't stutter on the Redux version. So you see, less clutter, stable 60, and VRAM is 8 GB. You have to check the dedicated memory, not the allocated memory. Dedicated memory, it's what is really used by Skyrim. So you see, I'm even less than 8 GB. Sometimes I'm at 9 because I'm playing at 2K. But it's pretty stable, no stutters. Does Redux still require 8 GB? Yeah. Okay. 200.
This pendant would look lovely on my sister.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Guards! Forsworn!
Margaret!
Mercy! We are routed! Fall back!
Ah!
Enough!
Death is highly overrated.
Where is Remiel? Normally she is in the Silverblood Inn.
Mind?
Death is highly overrated.
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune.
Let's wait a bit.
Make me an offer,
Ah.
and I just might fight at your side.
Yeah, she's there, I think. Yeah.
Hi?
It's me, Remy. Snap out of it.
Oh, sorry. You know how it is when I'm thinking too hard about something.
Is there
I forget about all
new
sorts
modern
of things.
combat
Shall we
mods
get
and
going?
this? Yeah, a lot of new modern combats. Basically, I have 150 mods for combat, and I don't even count the animation mods. Just the framework to make the combat work. What ENB is currently used? Cabot GNB with my Nolvus Web Site preset on top. The interior lighting is a bit weird. No, I don't think so. It's pretty much cool.
I bleed for the people of the Reach!
Everyone...
Will you give us your NB settings or not? It will be shipped in the list, yes. Are the character voice optional? By default, DBVO is disabled. So by default you won't have your voiced character. And you can enable it in the MSM menu.
Traveling in the Reach is dangerous. You need a good carriage.
Why are you standing around with rubbish? You should be taken to fight in the strongholds.
I don't know. I'm gonna go to Riften.
City of Markov, sure is a beauty. No doubt about that.
I'd like to
hire your carriage.
carriage.
Where do you want to go?
Let's go to Riften. So
Climb and back and we'll be off. I might have to stop and get myself a pint of Blackbriar mead while I'm in Riften.
what quality are you running? It's the Redux variant, and I have 60 FPS, but I'm locked the FPS to 60. Hey Deep, how are you? Nice to have you on the stream. What's up, my friend?
Hold there. Before I
Of course, without open cities, you have to pay the tax to go to Riften.
What's the tax for?
For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter?
Yeah, okay.
This is obviously a shakedown, but I'll pay.
It's been a pleasure doing business.
Good, Mr. Vec. Ah, nice.
Let me
Nice to
open
hear
the
that.
gate, and you can head into the city.
There once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Right-Run from old Rorikstead.
Are you using lossless scanning? No, because we do Redux version and my GPU it's not needed.
I had another run-in with a thief's guild.
I don't know you.
Careful,
You and Riften looking for trouble. You can pretend not to hear me all you
I'm
want.
really getting tired
But
of
you
your
better
excuses.
stay out of
When you borrowed the money, you
business.
said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
Rare trinkets and the finest oddities from Morrowind.
Over here.
Genuine Balmer blood elixir for sale. Live for thousands of years. See into other people's thoughts.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian ingredients.
Many of the other kids would
Make
vie
love
for
like
the
a
noble's
saber cat,
attention.
or crush your enemies
They'd
to
also
dust
just
I
like a
presume
giant.
you're bothering me for a good...
People of Riften, heed my words. The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence. This is one of the signs.
No, the lighting is
Signs that Lady
correct.
Mara
I
is
don't
displeased
see an
with your
issue with the
constant
lighting, your
inebriation.
interior lighting.
Put down your flagons filled with your vile liquids.
Ultimate version is so much better. I hope my PC will handle it, yeah. But basically, look, Ultimate variant, some won't like it because it's too much clutter. And even if they have a big GPU, they will still use choose Redux. It's but anyway, for a performance version, you can't have too much clutters. Of course, it's understandable.
Worth of knowledge in moments, or grow back that missing limb with my genuine Balmer blood elixir.
But you have choice. You have 3 variants you can choose from. So I did my best to make Nolvus compatible with a wider range of GPUs. Does V6 have Tokada? No, no more. I got a lot of comments saying that V5 was too easy, so I removed everything that makes V5 that made V5 too easy. But you can't deny it's pretty good even on the Redux variant. I mean, for a performance version, it's already good, I think. Rip Togada, you will be loved. Yeah. Yeah, I removed basically I removed a lot of followers that I had in this V5. So I just kept Inigo, Lucian. Now I have also Remiel. I will have also Xelzaz, I think.
I'll give you a good polish next time we press scrap.
I don't remember the last one. But basic, from Ana Garcia. It's shit. Yeah, there are 2 followers in her pack. In fact. Can you show us one dragon? I didn't select. I selected to have a dragon at level 20, so I won't have dragons. I started using lossless scaling on V5, working amazing. Yeah, personally it works very good. For $6, I mean, yeah, it's literally download FPS.
I think Scrap might need a new soul gem.
Katana, yes, it's Katana in Megara. Thanks, Dips. Those followers have been added in the V5 too. In the V6, sorry.
And I'll circle around behind them. Just another body to add to our count.
Astrid. I don't know this follower. Say you don't have all the buildings you have in the Ultimate variant.
perhaps a tonal resonance between the soul gem and the core?
SPEC have this ultra variant, ultra performance ODS. Everything is kept from for that matter. I hope you can get Nazim as a follower. Probably not. Yeah, is it playable with a 4070 Super? Because basically, I don't know if you catched what I've showed, but you can easily play Redux with a GTX 1080 at 1080p or 2070 at 1080p too. If you automatically want to change things, you shouldn't even play the list. Build your own. Yeah, that's a good point. My god, this looks amazing. Thanks. And this is the Redux variant. This is the performance version. And you still have those grid textures, but it's 1K instead of 2K in the Ultra and 4K in the Ultimate variants.
I'm not great at keeping up on current events. I just feel that
And also you still have seasons. You still have all the good stuff we had in V5, but I removed all the junky mods, junky animations, immersive wrenches are no more in the list. Though there are a lot of more quests, because basically everything that can be that have displays for LOTD is in the list. I would say 90% of the quest mod for LOTD on the list. How many museum selection are in the curator's companion for LOTD? You should ask that to Gaetan. I don't know if you are on the Discord, on the Nolvus Discord. LOTD is a work from Gaetan. Is paragliding in V6 still? Yes. This downloadable now? Not yet. Yeah, around Christmas. Up to see mods like Vigilant with this Nolvus version. Yeah, Vigilant will be in the list, of course, because it's shit. LOTD has displays.
Get on the dog, boy. Is someone there?
How much storage do you recommend? For the Redux version, it's 350 gigabytes without the archives. Wenches were fun though. Yeah, in fact, I liked Wenches because I like the fact that when you are in the ring, someone will ask you if you want to drink something or eat something. That's the good point of this mod, but sadly there is some, yeah, NSFW things in that, so I removed it. Yeah, I'm still not sold on the fact if I will keep the kill cams or not, the kill moves or not. Sometimes it's a bit buggy. But anyway, you can change that in the MCM menu. Or maybe it's on the other patch. Okay. Next page, yeah. That sounds like V6 is not ready for release, yes. He was left wondering if he killed the wolf or not. What about save bloat? I want the save file corrupt after some time with this much mods. Normally not, because I've kept the reference count to 600k. So the limit is 1 million. So I ESMify a lot of mods to be compatible with that. So it shouldn't be a problem. After that, if you remove mods, because I have also the issue with people telling, well, yes, my save is bloated, but they just don't say that they removed mod in the middle of their playthroughs. So yeah, I can't do anything about that. If you change the list, modify the list while you are playing it, of course you will have issues. I just care about the Nolvus the stock Nolvus V6, the vanilla one, if you prefer. Personally, I feel like finishers are cool, but dismembering is cooler. Yeah, dismembering is so much fun. Yeah. I'm gonna take the opportunity to change my smooth cam presets. I'm gonna use this one. By the way, can you maybe show a few more Ashes of War? Ashes of War. Yes, I could. I need 80. Oh. Okay, now I have the Ashes of War perk, and I will equip a sword, a simple sword, a one-handed sword. So with neutral stance, I will have this. With high stance, I will have this. I need a lot of stamina to run it. I'm not supposed to have the Ashes of War with so less stamina. That's with the high stance. That's with middle stance.
If I swapped that wire, larger soul gem.
But also you can craft your Ashes of War artifact to have a special moveset. That's this one, and with the so that's with the neutral stance. That's the high stance. That's with middle stance. not bad. And that's with low stance. So you see, when you unlock Ashes of War, you have a special moveset, and you just have to press a button to have it. It's here. By default is X. And you can also, so you have a moveset by stance. So different for neutral and different for high stance, as you saw. And you can also craft, but you need this perk to do it. It's in the smithing perk tree. Let's look. Yeah, here. Where is it? No. No. Yes, it's expert smithing. Advanced light, so scale, plate, and ashes of war. And with ashes of war, you will see. I'm gonna show you. No, no, I didn't unlock it. You will have what you will go at the forge. You will see that you will have a special menu, Ashes of War, and you will be able to craft some artifact and equip them to have another moveset, but this moveset will have priority on the stance you are using. So basically will be always the same moveset when you equip the artifact you choose for every stance. I'm gonna do a video to showcase the differences between Redux Ultra and Ultimate. But basically it's the same graphics. Only thing that changed is the loads quality and the cities overall and the texture size. But it's the same graphics.
If you're an Imperial spy, better turn around right now.
Okay. Yeah, Proc 3 is Vogue Grenade, sorry, Vogue Grenade Black. Yeah.
What is it?
I heard Lucan yelling the other day about a thief breaking the
Looks like this may be the final version of Nolvus. Novice 7 necessary. Yeah, people say that about V5 too. And V6 is better, graphically. Man, I wish I can mod my game like this. But it looks so complicated. This is why I have an installer, so you don't have to do anything except clicking on a few buttons and enjoy.
Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch. Did you hear me?
Yep, ale's going bad.
Was able to make a mod list with over 600 mods myself. It took months and I dealt with a lot of headaches. Same here. Normally it's safe to change your UI to Edge if you want, but as I said, I really like both UI mods, so maybe I will put that as an option in the installer, but not for the beta, of course. So people can choose the UI they prefer. Seems that there is a nav mesh issue here. You see there are still some bugs to fix. It's a beta after all. It won't be perfect the first shot, that's for sure. Is ultra wide screens supported? Yes. 16 by 9, 21 by 9, and 32 by 9. I'm gonna no. Let's use wash and rinse. Is this free? Yes, it's free. It will only cost you the Nexus subscription membership if you want to download it automatically. Otherwise, you can use the installer, but you will have to click on the download button for each mod. That's the Nexus policy. What ANB are you using right now? Cabbage ANB with a Nolvus Web on top. Completely custom northern modes. Yeah, I clicked 3,000 times. Yeah. Yeah. But it's my fault. In the Redux variant, the air don't have physics. They have physics if you want to. Air physics are and armor physics are added by default. Let's see if I can dismember this guy. Yeah! That's so fun. I'm gonna save. Devil May Cry Rising Slash. Yeah! Yeah, this is the fantasy combat, so you will have fantasy animation. But if you don't like that, you can just select conventional animation and you will have a pretty low friendly animation. But personally, I much prefer the fantasy one. Do you play on controller? No, I'm playing on a keyboard. Does every single armor set have an upgraded version? Yes. And also I have enabled degradation, so your sword will degrade over time.
Look out for the rest of the pack.
Come on!
Akatosh, that hurts. Those hits that stings.
The enemy can dodge too.
Not quite good enough, are you?
Hear me?
You have also time blocked, perfect time blocked. The stop animation is too sharp. Yeah, it's the attack cancel. If you don't have attack cancel, it's a bit boring, I think. But it's nice. I like it. It's more smooth like this. When you can cancel attack, you can cancel attack by blocking or by dodging. See, it's way more smooth like this. Maxu block plus dynamic block it, yeah. That's a nice mod for immersion. What's the animation framework for the Cobra animation? OAR. Basically, I could add an option to don't have attack cancel, but seriously, you still need. If you use an animation that I have a long moveset, you will have to wait until the moveset is finished to cancel. So you won't be able to cancel, in fact. So it's not good for a smooth combat.
Let's see if they had anything worthwhile.
It's in the morning. Yeah, don't follow into customize everything. Trap people will always want more, but people will never be happy anyway. You can't please everyone, so I made a lot of options, and beyond that, customize the list to your liking. That's what I can say. And if it's not for you, play another list. It's so simple. Too late, Remiel. There is no more ultimate carnage in this, right? Yeah, it was so buggy, yeah. Now I'm using dismembering framework. Yeah, just ignore those who like to complain about the nitpick, yeah. Totally. And I mean, there are enough lists for everybody's taste at the end. Nolvus is the way I like to play Skyrim, and I just wanted to share it. So if it's not for you, it's not for you. Not a big deal. The health bar is so thin. Is there a way to enlarge it? Yes, you just need to go to HUD and player widget, bar width, special width. See, you can customize everything you want. I wanted something that is more minimalistic than V5. No is the answer to 99% of these questions. What do you mean by these questions, Taps? Yeah, Strange Rune is in the list. Yeah. Normally I have the spell. Yeah.
Hail, friend. It's good to see another merry soul enjoying this fine day. Ah, but you look tired. Come, share a bottle of Cunning Brew mead with me.
I would love to share a drink with you, friend.
Ah, nothing like fine spirits to help raise your spirits. Cheers, my friend. May your adventures find you fame and fortune.
Yeah, so let's have a drink with them. So, yes, Strange Rune. Yeah, normally it's in the list. Oh, shit. Strange. Yes. Yes, it's not permanent. I think it's that. Yes. So it's disabled by default, by the way. So you see, you don't have to take care of that. If you don't like it, it's disabled by default. Bisous à Floyd. Floyd, il est là?
You know, I quite enjoy talking to people. It's always so fascinating to see what information I can learn from them.
I see Apocalypse spells. Is there Arcanum too? I don't remember the spells I've added, to be honest. I don't play a mage. I prefer to play an assassin, an archer, or a warrior. So I don't remember, but I've added a lot, and also added the SPID distribution, so NPC can use those spells too. Anyway, you will have the full mod list on the website when the V6 drops. I'm not an AMD specialist, so I don't know. But anyway, the installer, I showed that before, but the installer will list every GPUs that are compatible with the selection you've done in the installer regarding the graphics and so on. To download the V6 I need Nexus Premium. Not necessary, but you will have to download manually. You will have to click 3,000 times for each mod. Basically, the installer will give you a browser pop-up which points to the Nexus download page, and you will have to click download. Then the page will close and the installer will install the mod. You will have to do that 3,000 times. If you have the Nexus Premium, it will be full automatic. But that's the Nexus policy. It's not my fault, if I can say. Oh, click light enabled. With variant of Nolvus without download when I have. Okay. The installer will list that. No rush. Let's say. I'm gonna show you again. Let's say if I take Ultra 2K without SR exterior cities. What was the so you said 67 50, sorry. So yeah, you can write it. The Ultra, for instance. But if you select open cities, then it's way less GPU available. Do we need to sign up for the beta? No. Just launch your dashboard, it will update itself, and you should see V6. I can do open cities, yeah. But with open cities, I highly suggest you have a FrameGen or something on top of it. But it's optional. And I designed it because I wanted to add it because it's a nice feature and I learned a lot implementing it. And also I knew that some new Nvidia GPUs were around the corner. So okay, I added it and it's optional, so yeah, and don't force anybody to use to play my list with open cities enabled. It's really up to you. If you have horrible, terrible performances, then you just it's better you just use a FrameGen tools, or simply don't use it. How many more LOTD display have you added? I think there will be 6,000 by default, but we will add more in the future. How fast V6 compared to V5 regarding startup? It's a bit longer, of course, because there is 3600 mods, and Sky Patcher also need to patch things on the fly when you start the game, so it's slower. It's 3 minutes the first time you launch it, and after that it's about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, I can do better. I can do better with that amount of mods. You mentioned that you were
Come
gonna
along,
add
no more
more followers
stops.
and
We
PC.
need
Do
to
you have a
find our way to
WAF
solitude.
ID? Which ones?
Why are we even going
No.
to a wedding this far from the
Zelda's
end of the
for
Empire
sure,
anyway?
but the others I don't know.
Told you, it's the wedding of Vittoria Vici, an extremely well-connected merchant with the East Empire Company. The Emperor's cousin, remember? Hopefully
What's make a GPU compatible? What frame rate need to be achieved to make it on the list? I only check the VRAM amount the GPU has, and the amount of VRAM the list needs. Because anyway, if you don't have enough VRAM for the required selection, for the selection you've done, it's not gonna work anyway. So first is to have the required amount of VRAM. Okay. Too far.
Quiet. I heard a sound.
Stop moving. Ah shit. It's this one.
This what you want, huh?
Let's see. Strange. Ah, it's better. Is SKYRIM version still downgraded? Yes, it's still 1.5. I know that quite some people dislike SDA. If you get it in V6, maybe as an optional. So far, SDA is not in the list. But I don't know. I was planning to make an option to have some kind of sexy or romance option with the wrenches with the SDA, but certainly not for the open beta. And when I see the work that still need to be done, it won't be for tomorrow for sure.
Too lazy to grab a sweet roll? Just magic it over.
How fast is the combat? Depends on the stance you use. The high stance makes your animation slower, but you deal more damage, and the mid stance is in between. It's more a defensive stance, and the low is fast, but also you deal less damage. Ah, Paul, aka Gaëtan. It's a Nolvus dev, by the way. So as usual, we'll do the. I don't know how we say that in English. Service après-vente. Customer relationship, maybe, I don't know. So let's see. I love it. It's pretty cool. And this is the high stance. So way more slow, but you deal more damage. And this is the. I already showed you that. I'm gonna show you with the. So this is for one-handed sword. This is the neutral stance. So no buff and debuff. Basic moveset you have right from the start. This is the high stance, so slower but you deal more damage. This is the mid stance, more for defensive. And if I make a combo with heavy attacks, let's see. Not bad. And this is the low stance. Yes, low stance. See, you see it's really flashy. I like this one. J'espère qu'on pourra choisir des sous-titres français. Il faudra demander à Floyd, il va sûrement, ou quelqu'un d'autre qui va traduire ça en français. Mais moi je m'occupe pas de ça en fait. C'est déjà assez de boulot avec tout ce que j'ai dans Nolvus pour en plus m'occuper des traductions. Et si je le fais pour le français, je dois le faire pour toutes les autres langues et c'est pas la peine quoi. Donc à mon avis, les gens ils vont traduire ça eux-mêmes avec les outils de traduction qu'il y a maintenant. Sur mon Discord, il y a un lien pour déjà traduire la V5. I don't have the spell to show you magic gameplay. Probably someone will showcase Nolvus with magic gameplay. That looked like the one Broken Beer School build from Witcher 2. Yes, this one is from Witcher 3 moveset. Are the perks mods that let you ignore wearing helmets if you don't like wearing one? I don't think so. I should check, but I don't think so. Non, j'ai pas encore ajouté Better Spell, non, j'ai pas encore eu le temps. préparais un peu le stream et puis je faisais d'autres choses aussi. Use one click power attack NG, yeah. ENB is cabbage with a Nolvus Web on top. Free the NPCs in the list, yeah. Nolvus V6 does have Italian support language. No. Tu vois, c'est ça que je voulais dire en fait. Si je commence avec le français, je peux le faire pour toutes les langues et c'est un truc de fou, quoi. De toute façon, comme j'ai dit avec les outils qu'il y a maintenant pour traduire. We have a channel for Italian done by members of the community, but no official support. Yes, that's exactly this. What is the ENB I'm using? Maybe for the 10th time, it's cabbage with a Nolvus Web on top. What difficult option would you recommend if I want enemy hard hitting? Prepare to die. Prepare to die is the most difficult preset, but you will die a lot. You can trust me. Yes, Ultimate is 4K, 2K, mostly 4K. Ultra is 2K. And Redux is mostly 1K, but there is still 2K textures. Not for the landscape though, it's more for weapons, NPCs and things like that. Yes, SKYRIM is in the list. I love how Redux looks. Basically it's the same than the Ultimate. When you don't are close to when you don't yeah you sorry fuck when you are not too close from the cities, it's the same. When you are in the cities, it's of course obviously not the same because
but the mercantile families
it's not as much cluttered.
So we get along fine with them.
When the beta release is soon.
You'll regret starting this fight.
All the women look worse. I don't think so. They look good. In V6, I don't have supermodels in Skyrim anymore. Because, by the way, it's Skyrim after all. So you don't have to. You don't. Yeah, it's not role friendly to have supermodels and a nice beautiful skin in a harsh land like Skyrim. And if you like Beijing or Ponderable, just install them, and that's all. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I like NPC overalls like Beijing and Ponderable because they were in the previous version of Nolvus. But yeah, I got a lot of comments. This is too much anime. This is too much this. This is too much that. So I decided to remove them. And I agree in the fact that supermodels is not lore friendly. Yeah, for those who like the Tundra without trees, choose Redux version. You won't have trees, except the one added by the game. As controller support stated to be implemented yet, it will be, but not for the beta. Non, j'ai pas encore le patch pour le loading screen. But to me, it's too empty. I like the Tundra, White Tundra, being the fact that the White Tundra is transformed into a forest. I like it, but for those who prefer the way it is like this, choose the Redux version. C'est du bon boulot, merci. How Bijin isn't lore friendly? Who told you this? Pretty much everybody. It also looks like a toy on first person. I don't think so. Six gigabyte of VRAM. Lol. Yeah, there are plenty of weapons in the game. I think there is 200 weapon mods and 300 armor mods, so don't worry, we'll have plenty of them. I just like the Sword of First Ember because this is the best looking sword in my opinion for the first steel material. Is it possible to put the sword at the waist? What is the waist? Sorry, my English is not perfect. Yeah, SR Exterior Cities is a mod that you, when you have this mod installed, you don't have any loading time to enter a city. The gates opens and you can directly enter the city without any loading screen. Ah, les hanches. Ouais, mais je dois tout changer mon setup là-dedans et tout ça, là, dans Immersive Equipment Display. Pff, fait chier, quoi. De toute façon, tout le monde sait à quoi ça ressemble quand tu l'as à ta hanche, quoi.
You rush them, and I'll circle around behind them. Hi-ya! That battle's definitely going in the book.
You're dead. What you gonna do, huh? What you gonna do?
Now ain't this a surprise?
Just die already, bastard! That's what you want? Huh? I'll kill you!
I'm not sure that you've noticed,
I'll
but your
mount
skin
your
did
head
not
on my
post
wall!
Hi-ya! Ow!
Pay for that. The white take you.
Just let me catch my breath.
Will there be a way to have the graphics only and then mod it by your own, on your own? Yes. Redux is the same than Ultimate gameplay wise.
Do you ever get distracted from a thought by accidentally thinking of another thought?
Utilisez-vous toujours Skyrim Réputation? Non. Reputation is no more in the list. Yeah, the only difference is the clutters, in fact, yeah. And the texture size.
Is someone there?
And I'm playing the hack and slash preset, so the easiest one.
You'll pay for that!
Ouais, je vais devoir définitivement installer VFX. I have some issue with the grass loads also that I will have to fix. It's not smooth enough, but I will let it like that in for the beta. Is Campfire still in the list? Yes. But I also have the exhaustion mode enabled. So when my stamina is depleted, I have some debuffs. Next gen decapitation, yes. I have a dismembering framework installed in the list.
I think I'm really getting the hang of this fighting thing.
Ah, je t'ai raté.
Kill you.
Just die already, bastard! You're a fool to test me. Last mistake.
To count out your coin.
Open!
See? It's fucking funny. I mean, you have the bullet time and the flashy animation and the decapitation on top. I mean, it's really fun. This is how I like to play Skyrim, by the way. Not boring combat, lot of nervous gameplay.
Spider, are you? Spider, are you?
Yeah, it's more like Dark Souls vibes. Yeah, I don't like to play like that. Going against the enemy and just mashing your button, your attack button, it's not for me.
That's right. You stay over there, far away from me.
Le mix parfait entre difficulté et fun. Ouais, c'est exactement ça. Et en plus, si tu prends Prepare to Die, tu auras et Fantasy Combat, c'est vraiment fun mais hard en même temps. Si tu prends Hack and Slash, c'est super facile. Après, si t'as pas envie de te prendre la tête, prends Hack and Slash, c'est le preset le plus facile. About told me V6 will be completely finished by the end of the 2025. I don't know. It depends the feedbacks and the reports, the bug reports we will get.
Another body to add to our count.
But combats are better in V6 than in V5, that's for sure. You have Leviathan axe moveset, so you can throw your axes. You can also throw your sword if you equip, if you create the H's of War artifact for that.
You're such a good boy.
And I also added the boss mod, so you will encounter some bosses with high level. It's pretty fun also. Nice monsters. I wish there was a Neo 2 combat mode. But I think I have some Nio animation in the list. En tout cas, Vector, t'as abattu un sacré taf, GG à toi, j'ai sacrément hâte de mettre mes mains sur tout ça. Merci, merci, ça fait plaisir. Oh, were you able to find a solution to the courier stuffing your inventory million of letters? It's fixed. In V6 it's fixed. Will not have that. You see, I started level 1. I didn't get bothered by a courier so far. Only thing I don't like in the Redux version is the loads. It's the 2D loads. I way much prefer the 3D one. But yeah, to save VRAM there is no other way. And the load transition is a bit more noticeable. I'm not gonna fight some giants. You have sprint attacks as well. Oh, not the fox. Quick and clean.
Oh, let me guess. You want to murder us? Incredible.
You don't use XP for killing monster. I use XP for killing monster. Experience is installed.
Truly ready to die? I'll try and make this quick.
Yeah.
Come on, you aren't afraid of a little spider, are you? shortcuts from reading. You aren't afraid of a little spider, are you? Come on, you aren't afraid of a little spider, are you?
Ah.
Your end draws near. Last mistake. You stupid dog.
Tell you what,
You start with that so I can stab you in the back. You're as good as dead.
Come on, you aren't afraid of a little spider, are you?
Is the reason you can lock on and the animation are this way, or is because of the gRPG option, or because of the new version? I'm using bow rapid combo v3, if it may help. XP is earned by visiting location, completing quests, and killing enemies. If you select the alternate leveling option in the installer, you can select either vanilla style or this one. With a 3090, I have 60 solid FPS using the Redux version. Yeah.
Come on!
Normally you should see a boss soon. If I remember correctly, there is a boss on this location. And I'm gonna save in case. Yes, lossless scaling is very good. You can use it with Nolvus. I was using it on my Ultimate stream. When I was streaming the Ultimate variant, I was using the lossless scaling application.
Why does everything want to kill us?
Yeah, it's here. 150. Ah, just inevitable. So on Redux, you're not using lossless pure dark, it's just normal DLSS from installer. Yes, it's DLAA. It's not DLA. It's not an upscaler. It's just an anti-aliasing system. in this location I have less than 60.
Look out.
But I'm streaming at the same time and I put the streaming codec on my GPU, so it may be due to that. And I have a bunch of applications started in my system bar. With Redux, I have pretty much rock solid 60 FPS.
There's been word of some trouble nearby. I'm on my way to investigate.
Yes, you can select skill points without sleeping. Ah, the big spider. Level 40, okay. Let's see. Wow. I'm too low level for this monster.
Sure curse you.
Hey, come on.
You call yourself a Nord? Is that the best you can do? I'll show you a real fight.
That's a pretty cool moveset. Yes, Simbo is in the list, yes. Yeah, that's a pretty cool moveset.
Just can't focus right now. Too many thoughts running through my head.
I think yeah. Exhaustion. 37. Yeah. I got a lot of disease. Yeah, halberds are implemented as well, and you can see they have their stance perk tree. It's the way of the night. So basically, with the way of the night, you have whole polearms, so quarterstaff, spears, and halberds.
Go, Scrap. Yeah.
He's stuck.
Take this.
Yeah, I'm gonna cheat a bit. Oh. Ah. Process.
Scrap, rip the motor. You failed to die the first time, but we'll give you a second chance.
Which UI mods are you using? Untarnished UI and a bunch of other things. Matter of time, widget mods, oxygen meters, lot of UI mods.
You really shouldn't be trying to fight this. Do you think we could bring this body somewhere to dissect it? No? What? Don't look at me like that.
What was that? A cheat mode? Yes, it's a cheat mode to directly you type the name of the item you want, and it shows you the ESP, and you can directly take it from there. It's the oh, my memory is joking me. Add item menu. Oh my god, I should take some rest at one point.
For the most part, the Dwemer lived in what is present-day Morrowind. Of course, even
What's
though
the
more
mod for
distant
dodging?
cities are
I'm using
hierarchy.
TK Dodge, script-free version, and I'm using dynamic dodge animation. And you can dodging to attack cancel an attack. So it's way more dynamic this way. Baguette de fromage. That's pretty much the words that a non-French person says in French. Baguette. Bonjour, baguette. Vive la France. Enfin, moi je suis belge donc je m'en tape, je me sens un peu en dehors de tout ça. Nous c'est plutôt les frites en fait. Ah. Not a good idea to come here. Yeah. Cover hand in blood. With the exhaustion system, your stamina regen much slower, and you move slower until it's reach 30% again. Let's see some sunrise. Pas grave, on vous a volé les frites en les appelant French fries à l'étranger, ouais. Faut que j'en goûte des vrais avec de la graisse de bœuf. Ça s'appelle comment encore cette marque? Ah, elle est hyper connue en plus. Blanc de bœuf, je crois, c'est ça. Is immersive equipment display and simple dual shift the main modes to get dual swords on back? Yes, and both modes are in the list. What are your inspiration for the combat system? Sekiro, Dark Souls, things like that. Les Belges font frire les frites dans de la graisse de bœuf au lieu de l'huile végétale. Ah, parfois on utilise de l'huile végétale aussi. Okay. It's a 2 hours long stream now. No freeze, no crash. Perfect. I think it's pretty ready for the beta release. Except of course the bugs, the clipping or the floating things you will maybe find alongside the game. But because I know they will have some. Does this version has more mods? Yes, this version have 3600 mods. Je tiens à dire que c'est un live sur le mode pack, on parle de frites. Tout va bien, toujours les mêmes hors sujet. Ouais, ça c'est la digression. La digression à l'extrême. You can taunt enemies too. Magic gameplay has been reworked in a sense that I added more magic mods. Oh, I have a small sim here. And also make them available for NPCs. But beyond that, it's pretty much the same than V5. I mean, when you look like this. When you look the game from this angle, you can say it's a AAA game. You can tell the difference with a modern game. You can tell it's a 2011 game, that's for sure. And look the parallax. I wonder how this would look with Downfire EMB. I tested it and I don't like it.
I'd stare for hours
It's not
at a
my cup of
marble,
tea.
trying to use alteration to lift it. It took a while to accept that I just couldn't.
Le mode pour les duels magiques, bah écoute, on voulait l'installer avec Gaëtan. Le seul truc, c'est que c'est quand même un mode qui est hyper daté, quoi. Je crois qu'il date de 2016, donc on s'est dit, et puis il y a pas mal de scripts, donc on s'est dit ouais, ça va être un truc scripté via mort. Ça va pas le faire, donc mais j'aime vraiment bien. Franchement, je trouve c'est cool, quoi. Un petit peu à la Dragon Ball là, je trouve ça vraiment pas mal. Je sais pas, on va voir. Peut-être dans le futur. Forget about AAA, it's quadruple A. Thanks a lot. Yeah, in the water, no, I don't think so. I think it's yeah, it's not in the water. It's in the landscape textures, but it's not a big problem. I can fix that really easily. I just open the CK and I brush another texture on top, and it's fixed. Yeah, you see, this is the things you will for sure have during the beta. Small seams, clipping object, but we did already a lot of patches to fix a lot of things like that. But for sure, I think there will be still some. Mais les francophones sont les meilleurs. Ouais, les francophones sont les meilleurs, surtout les Belges. Vous voulez vous battre, monsieur. À part au foot, les Belges. Ouais, ouais, c'est ça. On parlait de langue, hein, on parlait pas de culture. Enfin, quoi que si, on parlait de culture en fait. Does this have major quest mods? Yes, a lot. I'm gonna show you. Anyway, I will end up the stream soon, so I can go back to my MO2. I think it will be the last streams before the open beta, though. So if you have some question, I will be happy to answer them. So that's the Vanilla Quest expansion. That's for LOTD, but not everything related to LOTD is in this section. This is just the core LOTD. This is the added quest mod, so beyond Skyrim, Ramsus, Rizoflul, Vigilant, Unslad, Forgotten City, Project AHO, Conaric Recruitments, Curved Brink, Dark End, Bellator Sister, Siren Wood, Beyond Reach, Grey Call of Nocturnal, Clockwork, Identity Crisis, Tedrin Serious, Moonpath to Elsewhere, Midwood Isle, Falscar, Moon and Star, Undeath, Missive, Cheese Mode for Everyone, Tools of Carbonac, Lips of Fate, Baba Yaga, Curse of the Horned Amulet, and that's all. I think it's pretty good already. Yeah, when I say you will have 400 hours of content, of added content, I was not joking. Combien de SP? Ah bah ça on peut regarder aussi. This is for the Redux. So it means you have, let's say, between 35 and 39 slots, SP slots left. And for the Ultimate it's 230, I think. Basically, where will the open beta be on? Basically, I will post an announcement on my Discord. Release date is soon, certainly around Christmas or something. Will a 37 handle this? Okay, I'm gonna show one more time. So, Ultra 2K without exterior cities. Yes. Ultimate without open cities. And Redux without open cities at 2K. So you see, depending the selection you do, you will know if it's handled or not. Yeah, I highly recommend 32 gigs of VRAM. Though if you have only 16, you have to do the patch file size workaround, so you won't crash if you don't have enough RAM. Sorry. Alors, so RTX 3080, you can run it. If you select, the issue with 3080, it has only 10 GB of RAM, so you can play it, but you have to select performance load. Ultra it's 12, performance is 11, and Ultra it's still 11. Normally it says no because it's 11 gig of RAM, but I think 10 will be okay. Because I only check the VRAM used around the cities. So around the cities it will maybe stutter a bit, but everywhere else you shouldn't stutter. Yeah. Yeah. why does Nvidia keeps releasing these cards with only 8 gig? Yeah.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords. Curved swords.
Here you see I'm using 7 gigs. Yeah, Zotacs are as always have always more VRAM than the MSRP. Yeah.
My father used to say that I was never half full. I was either a full glass or an empty one.
But anyway, all the requirement you see is, yeah, it's an estimation. I can't test every GPUs and every variant on every GPUs, but it's an estimation starting from the difference in the gap in performance from my GPU and all others. So I've done some math and it's an estimation. Some managed to play Nolvus V5 on a 1060, so I don't know how they did that, but they managed to do this. So yeah, it's just an estimation.
Well, one of us has to do something.
I said no.
Watch
No
what you're doing.
adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Yeah, well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in, but we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament. Solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
I think you need a... Sorry. I think you need to get a team to test the mod pack. Yeah, this is what open beta is for. You will be the team.
I could help you get the claw back.
Parce que Riverwood is a mess. Il vient de se faire attaquer en fait. Donc on a mis un mode pour représenter ça, parce que quand tu rentres il dit what a mess, quel bordel, et en fait tout est nickel. Donc on a mis un mode, et quand tu ramènes la Dragon Claw, la Gold Dragon Claw, et ben ce sera rangé. C'est immersif quoi, tu vois. Il vient de se faire cambrioler, donc c'est un peu le bordel. Ouais, à point de vue graphique, ouais, j'ai mis la patate dessus, ça c'est sûr. Regarde ça, on dirait. Allez, franchement, tu peux pas reconnaître Skyrim là-dedans, quoi. C'est trop beau, quoi. Bah oui, il vient de se faire cambrioler, bah oui. Donc c'est le bordel chez lui. Moi je trouve c'est cool comme mode. J'avais pas pensé à ça avant, mais je trouve c'est cool. Quelle belle vue, hein. Franchement. Yes, this is the performance version, yes. À l'immersion, ouais, on a fait du travail aussi, un taf de fou avec Gaëtan pour ça, quoi. Just tuned in and to say you are doing an amazing job, Vector. God bless. Thank you, God bless you too. Qui a mis Photoshop? Faut pas le dire, chut. Does it work on a controller? It will be. It will, but not for the beta. Someone will take care of that for me. I'm not a controller player, in fact, so I prefer to let this to another person. But yeah, no problem. And you will have the possibility to check that, to select that, sorry, in the installer. En même temps, il y a une tonne de post-processing aussi. Moi, je suis juste un assembleur en fait. Hein, si j'ai fait quelques mots de moi-même, c'est sûr. J'ai fait beaucoup de patching aussi, mais je suis qu'un assembleur. Tout le travail est fait par les modeurs, quoi. Enfin, par les auteurs, par les auteurs de modes, si tu veux. Donc, so all the work is done by the mod author. So I just put that together. I just put every mods together and patch them. The fan controller setup for V5 plus. No, I have my cat. Ça va? Eva? Does V6 still have the character presets and the sexy armor like in V5? Yes. V5, sorry. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna show you what I've added for the armor mods. I mean, you see, there is plenty of choice. And every armor has been patched to be compliant with the vanilla rating. So no more OP weapon or armor right from the start. That's for weapon. And by the way, for the magic, Apocalypse, Thunderchild, Mysticism, Spurg, Adamant, Pass of Sorcery, Valkyrie, Ordinator. This is all the Vorgrenator Black requirements. Thaumaturgy, Triumvirate, Sonic Magic, Miracle of Skyrim, Astral Magic, Storm Calling Magic, Vulcano, Arclight, Constellation Magic, Desecration, Holy Templar Magic, Blink Spell, Witcher Sign, Abyss, and Conduit. Will we be able to use archives from V5? Yes, but mostly we'll have to download new archives because it's not the same version. And there is 1600 more mods than in V5. Sorry. So yeah, you can, but it won't help that much. TE6 sera dans Hammerfeld. Ouais, j'ai entendu ça aussi. Ouais. Alors j'ai pas le il faut combien de G Go pour la carte graphique au minimum pour faire tourner le pack. J'ai une. Bah, ça dépend ce que tu sélectionnes. Si tu prends Redux, c'est à partir de 8 Go de mémoire. Jusqu'à Ultimate avec SRX, on est sur du 16-18 Go de mémoire, quoi. Ça dépend les options que tu choisis en fait. I'm sorry if you've been asked or not, but I'm curious about how much ultra performance loads depend on GPU, CPU. Skyrim is pretty much CPU bound, in fact. So when there is a lot of draw calls, so for instance in the series, it will be more CPU bound than GPU. So you will not have your GPU usage maxed out. This is like that. This is not a multi-threaded application as modern games today. We do what we can do with this old 2011 engine. De toute façon, Kitsuro, quand tu vas faire ton install, tu verras, tu choisiras des options, et il va te lister en fait si ton GPU est compatible ou pas. Après, c'est à toi de voir. Hein, là, je veux dire, là, c'est la Redux, c'est l'option, c'est la variante la moins élevée en termes de graphique. Comme tu vois déjà le résultat, tu te dis bah ouais, c'est cool quoi. Ouais, ça peut passer sans problème. Après, moi, j'ai juste listé les GPU qui avaient assez de gigas de mémoire, quoi. J'ai pas commencé, je peux pas. De toute façon, je les ai pas tous, donc je peux pas installer tous les GPU. C'est pas possible, à moins que je m'appellerais Crésus, mais bon, c'est pas le cas. Donc, j'ai testé, comme j'ai dit, j'ai testé avec ma 3090, enfin 3090, et j'ai fait des maths, j'ai fait des calculs pour, en fonction des benchmarks. Donc c'est pour ça, c'est des estimations en fait. Donc pour être sûr, j'ai juste listé les GPU qui seront compatibles en termes de gigas de mémoire. J'ai réussi à faire tourner la V5 avec une 3700 Tundra. Ouais, tu vas pouvoir faire tourner la V6 avec une 3070 aussi, y a pas de souci. Will this run decently on RTX 3080? Yes, Archer, but I don't know how much, what the resolution will you plan to play at, because at 2K sometimes it will cost 9.5 gigabytes of VRAM. Pretty much everywhere else it will need 8 gigabytes. So at 1080p no problem. At 2K sometimes it will work. And in some few location maybe you will stutter a bit. But in 4K don't even try. Perso, ma 6900 XT va faire le taf, ouais, ça devrait le faire aussi.
When I finally get a contraption working, I feel this huge bolt of energy. It always makes me want to create something else.
Bon, je file réinstaller tout ça, merci pour les infos et encore bravo pour le boulot. De rien, merci, de toute façon je vais arrêter aussi. I'm gonna end this stream, I think it's the last one before the V6 drops, so I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I hope it was useful related to info you wanted to have, and see you soon. Bye bye.